is victorious.
What the fuck is on my table? Welcome to this week's episode of every custom in my pipeline that my lazy ass or busy ass can't get to and can't finish and just got the ideas because, man, I got a hell of a lot of ideas, but when it comes to time, not too much. So I'm going to go through each of these non-finished custom ideas, halfway done customs. Oh, I got one more in here. Let me pull one more out of my do something with this shit box. Okay, this is ages old. I might as well start with this and just pull it out. Okay, this is back in the day before Star Wars was destroyed. I'm not going to say by Disney, but I will say by Rian Johnson and everybody after him. I was making a custom George Lucas. This head is from, well, this whole body is from the Jurassic Park line. I forgot the name of the professor. This face I took off of the character that he played in Attack of the Clones that George Lucas actually played in that movie. He was like a cantina person. I can't think of the name right now. Baron something. And I got a little movie camera there. I sculpted on his gut. I sculpted on his George Lucas hair. I pasted his face onto this head. And I got his gym shoes that I sculpted the laces on. So this is an unfinished custom, and he's got a coffee mug. Huge coffee mug. I never finished this. This is like, man, 5 years old, and I gotta finish this custom because it's basically done. I just have to paint it and maybe sand down the corners of his head. So that's the first one. Let's go ahead on this way since it's right here. The next one is the Wendigo Wave, I want to say. I think it's Wendigo Wave Gambit, but I took the head from the 3-pack that came out a couple years ago or last year, and I got this jacket on him. This is a really simple, basic custom. So, this nice GP slot wired faux leather jacket. It doesn't go over these arms too well because these arms are really bulky already, so it makes it look all weird and bulky in the arms. So I'm going to replace these arms with these ones so that you can't, or I have some black ones that came from the Snake Eyes figure. Whichever ones fit this peg once I get around to pulling this peg out. Or actually, since this is Marvel Legends, this is an older Marvel Legends, so I probably have to pull out the bicep joint right there because I'm pretty sure this is going to be, the torso is going to be super hard plastic, which you all know is a nightmare to try to reinsert something into that plastic. Before McFarlane announced his Christopher Reeve Superman, I was in the middle of putting together my own. This is a bootleg head I got off of eBay. Those eyes were pretty jacked up. But to be honest, I don't know how much better I was going to do at the eyes, but I'm glad he came out with the custom. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy now. I might just use the cape I also got from GP Slot. He's going to kind of bash them together. Barbarian Batman, Stone Age Batman, I'm not sure of the name, but DC Multiverse. I thought this figure gave me big. I don't know how many of you guys play old video games. I don't know how many of you guys play Super Nintendo. There's a game called Weapon Lord for Super Nintendo. It was fucking badass. It came out around the same time as Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat when they were all really hot. And it was all barbarians in that game. And this action figure gave me heavy Weapon Lord vibes. And I just wanted to make him like a barbarian, a basic barbarian, take the Batman off of him. I already took his chest emblem off him. I want to un-Batman him, un-McFarlane him, and just make him a basic barbarian because his body is pretty awesome.
Red Warrior.
I have a boar head I might put on him, and what is this, like some skull to hang around him on a string. So that's that. That will be for my Dungeons & Dragons adventure group. I'm making a group of common Dungeons & Dragons characters to put with my dragons, dinosaurs, or not dinosaurs, but my monsters and all that creepy stuff. Like the Minotaur I started this video with. And speaking of that, I haven't decided on what I'm going to do for the Archer for that team. This is the Golden Archive Drizzt figure that you've been seeing at Ollie's this year. He's a really stiff figure. The first thing I need to do is take off this coat and see if he's even good after I do that. He had a big piece of hair that was hanging in his face I had to cut off. And he's like very, from the waist down, he's very immobile. It's not a fun figure to move around and play with. It feels more like a kid's toy than a collector's item. But we'll see how I could do if I could take this skirt off and maybe he improves. I was going to either use him or use this Valkyrie from the MCU and put a hood over her and give her the gear. She looks like an archer already. She has the perfect armor to be an archer. She's thin and she looks like she could be nimble. I'm gonna get rid of that cape. Yeah, I even saved like an extra hand there. I'm gonna paint later or something. We'll see if that comes up. And okay, what the hell is this? This is the Iron Man. I don't know which Iron Man it was, but he came out with a goofy ass unmasked head with the hair. It looked terrible. Everybody said it looked like Charles Bronson. So, but what I saw when I was looking at cartoon Gung Ho, I was like, what Marvel Legends figure looks like cartoon Gung Ho? And first thing that popped in my mind was this face. So I took the hair off, and you can kind of see it right now, but with the hat, you can see it more. And with some modification, of course he's going to have a permanent smile, which sucks, but at least it looks more like Gung Ho than that shit that Hasbro gave us. It looks like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin crackhead. But I have to sculpt around here a little bit and probably shave down some stuff, and I got to make his head sit a little bit lower. His neck is too long. I'm not going to mess with this tattoo. It doesn't bother me as much as some of you guys do, like, oh, you want an official Marine tattoo? I don't care. It's good enough. But, yeah, the hat, I got this gear from Adventure Force from Big Bad Toy Store. It was on clearance for 12 bucks. I like this color better than this teal shit. I think the vintage toy was this color, but I don't care. I like the blue better. So there's that. Okay, countdown timer. I'm gonna do this. See if you all can guess what I'm going to make with these two Cobra Island roadblocks. And if you've been following my Facebook posts, you might know, because when I posted about this, it got like over 300 reactions. So I'm gonna start the timer now. I'm gonna give you, I don't know, 5 seconds to pause the video and go comment what you think I'm gonna make. Okay, so you done? Okay, so what I'm going to make with these two is the Hodge twins. If you watch YouTube, if you're leaning conservative, or even if you listen to conservative opinions, the Hodge twins are pretty funny guys that have a very funny opinion and funny takes on things, and they just released preview photos for Classified's Heavy Duty. If you've seen Heavy Duty, like, the head on Heavy Duty looks exactly like the Hodge twins. So I pre-ordered him. I'm going to get that head, stick it on this. I might paint this black and then put my own decal on this so they have two different shirts. But you got the Hodge twins customs coming up when Heavy Duty comes out. Okay, so here's I started making the Black Heart Wave Build-A-Figure. But then I wasn't feeling it, man. I don't know. I had the Marvel Select Anti-Venom before, and it had these spikes on it. It was hard to pose. You can't really do much with it. It doesn't feel good in the hand. And then this Blackheart came out, and to me, not only that, but it seems skinny. It has no paint. It just seems like they phoned it in. It was like they didn't do anything really special with this Build-A-Figure. I thought it should have been bigger. I saw somebody, I'm not going to take credit for this. I saw somebody on Facebook, I don't remember who it was. They started to make a Blackheart with this body. This is the NECA Gargoyles Thylog figure, which is really cheap right now. You can get it for under $30 shipped, used. And then you could use the wings to mess around with a Nemesis Immortal, or you could sell them off to somebody else who wants to do that. Anyways, it also comes with great accessories like a briefcase of money, a blast effect. But this thing obviously needs some customization. Underneath this skirt, he has like a bare bones hip connection, and it doesn't really have sculpt under it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this belt as it is, or if I'm going to actually sculpt something underneath there. That's a whole nother step that I haven't even got to. But this definitely, I'm going to get the head real quick. Okay, so this is the head with what the Hasbro gave you, and this is the head with the NECA Gargoyles. So, of course, the peg doesn't fit. It needs to be adjusted. But that is really nice proportion. That looks like, that's Blackheart. That's a Blackheart body. It's way better. I don't care about those damn spikes, man. Keep the spikes. Give me something, you know, menacing looking, unique, and like he's gonna, you know, dominate. That's much better. And the hands too. The hands are bothering me. Look at how small these hands are. This is more like it. So if you guys are anything like me, you've interacted more with Marvel through video games than comics and cartoons. So that's really why I need something to look more like Marvel vs. Capcom, because that's my favorite part of Marvel, is that game. How many of you guys have had to try to fix a roadblock because of what Hasbro gave us with that goofy looking middle school kid looking, I don't know, some other words that probably YouTube won't like me saying, head that came on this road pig. So I grabbed this Big Van Vader from WWE Ultimate's Elite Collection. Put this on here. Proportion's kind of right. Looks right. It just doesn't fit right now. It's super loose, so that needs to be adjusted. I might shave the back of his head out a little bit to allow him more movement so he can look up. I gotta get rid of these tattoos. I gotta be careful because I tried to take some tattoos off of the Raptor that just came out, and I ended up leaving a white film over the top. If any of you guys have experience with using acetone, 100% acetone, on this hard plastic, see, because it didn't happen on Raptor's arms. That tattoo came off fine, but then when I tried to take the tattoo off his chest, it left a white film. If any of you guys have experience with using acetone to remove paint from a hard plastic torso, let me know what the best way to do it is in the comments if you can, please. And I appreciate that. But yeah, that's when I have time. Wolverine, this is like a part of every Wolverine for the last 4 releases or something. I started with the House of X Wolverine. I think that's all that's left is his arms, House of X Wolverine. And this is the what the hell is the name? The Brood Wolverine body. The shoulder joints, the armpits, whatever, the shoulders are from Helverine. So the reason why I did that is because the Brood Wolverine did not have painted armpits. It had just, no wait, am I lying? Did it have a different color? I think it had a different color. Either way, this is like 4 different Wolverines, and this is the retro head. But the retro head, I had to dig deeper into the socket to make it go down because it was like giraffe neck crazy syndrome on this. So the only thing is that I have to tighten up that joint so it stays on. And I'm going to sell this guy off because, well, I'm going to take his belt. I'm going to steal his belt and I'm going to put it on the CT Toys Wolverine, because why the hell would I be holding onto this when I can get some money back for this and keep the CT Toys Wolverine, which is superior to this. Yeah, it's nice. He has painted arms, you know. Okay, good. Maybe somebody else could like it and pay me for it. That's the way I look at it. Sentinels. If you guys know, you know. These are going to be Sentinels. These are Zerg. I got them for $5 each at Ross, which you can still find plenty of. I might keep only one once I do it and sell the other 2. I managed to catch that surprise sale a couple days ago on Amazon where I got those 14-inch Sentinels, the actual Titan series ones, for $13 shipped. And I managed to grab 3. I went log into a different account because it was a limit of 3 per person. I logged into a different account. I tried to order 3 more and they were already sold out at that price. So I'm glad I got 3. I got 3 Zergs. I'm going to convert them. I might not even paint them. I might just plug that head onto this guy and see how they look. I don't think anybody has tried to put that head on this body. I think I might be the first person to do that because I looked all over. Oh, here's one more. So, Rogue. This is the retro carded Rogue. I replaced your head with the one that you're finding at Ollie's, which is a better head, in my opinion. I have a diorama scene in my mind that I want to make for this. I ordered some furniture. I ordered some parts to make a quick little setup of a living room. And I got some popcorn right here. And I ordered a Deadpool with no pants. So maybe you guys can guess what I'm going to do with a cool, funny shot. If you do, good for you. Give the video a like. And that moves me to this. I am starting to grab some mini brands and some teeny tinies from Five Below, and having fun with it. I don't usually set up my figures in a casual setting. I usually have them in battle or war or, like, you know, action, but I couldn't pass these up. I'm kind of getting the bug of miniatures. I mean, KFC chicken bucket. Look at this detail. It's great. I always had fun with those back in the day with Star Wars, with the Jack Porkins figure. And look at this. I actually work in freight, so I don't know. I'm just overjoyed to see these miniature packages. These are freaking cool. I'm going to put these on a pallet or something, maybe for a warehouse scene. You know, warehouse diorama later on. I got plans. It's just that I have to spend so much of my time to make money selling while I'm collecting some of this stuff too. build or put together later and customize, make myself. Anyways, here's some more of that mini brand stuff. I'm selling these. These are all gonna go on eBay, but that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to.
Blue Wizard is about to die.